Tom and I just arrived in Ukraine. Here's how my first day went. I crossed the Polish border in the early hours of the morning and arrived in Lviv at about 11 a.m. Hopped on the tram, nearly lost my ticket, but then eventually found a seat and made my way to Rynok Square. I then got off and went to go and meet my friend Marta. We had a coffee and a catch-up before making our way to the city hall to meet Lviv's second mayor, a cat called Levchik. I then had a little walk around the city, and it's fascinating seeing how life has adapted during the ongoing war. Power generators are everywhere due to common blackouts. Then, after a long day of travelling, I got a quick coffee and headed back to the hostel for a sleep. By the time I got out again, it was dark, but I had to wander about, got myself a beer, and then headed back. Follow tomorrow for a tour of the city.
Слава Украине, ребята!
Спасибо большое.
Обязательно надо было сфоткать. Сфоткай. Я не стесняюсь, Настя, ничего, що. Жених дома побачив.
Жениха Настя нашли.
General Armageddon has been replaced as Russia's Ukraine war commander after just 3 months. The general in charge of Russia's faltering war in Ukraine has been demoted by Vladimir Putin after just 3 months in the job. Sergei Surovikin, nicknamed General Armageddon for his ruthless tactics, has been replaced as part of a wider shakeup that highlights how Russia's invasion of Ukraine isn't going to plan. Valery Gerasimov, the head of the Russian army, will take over, with Surovikin staying on as his deputy. General Armageddon is a military veteran, notorious for ordering troops to open fire on pro-democracy protesters in Moscow during the final days of the Soviet Union in 1991. In Syria, he was accused of overseeing chemical weapon attacks and was responsible for the destruction of Aleppo in 2016. So what went wrong in Ukraine? Many experts say there's been a power struggle in the Kremlin since the beginning of Russia's devastating war last February. General Armageddon is a key ally of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the shadowy Wagner mercenary group, which has been fighting for Russia in eastern Ukraine. With the Wagner group taking an increasingly influential role in the war, experts are reading the move as an attempt by Putin to stop Surovikin from becoming too influential and to claw back control from the mercenary unit. Gerasimov, Surovikin's replacement, won't have an easy ride either. As the overall head of the Russian army, he has faced strong criticism from inside Russia for the country's failure to secure victory in Ukraine, a war that the Kremlin expected would take a few weeks.
Щоб віра моя була гранітом! Щоб віра моя була гранітом! Щоб зросла завзяття міць! Щоб зросла завзяття міць! Щоб сміло йшов я в бій! Щоб сміло йшов я в бій! Так як ішли герої за тебе, свята! Так як ішли герої за тебе, свята! За твою славу! За твою славу! За твої святі ідеї! За твої святі ідеї! Щоб помстити ганьбу на волі! Щоб помстити ганьбу на волі!
Вообще ты не такой, хотя и хочешь им быть. Для них ты просто псих, как я. Сейчас ты им нужен, а надоешь, они тебя выкинут.